Hey, welcome back to this episode of Coffee with John. Looking forward to talking with Paul Rogers, part two of The Power of Video. Paul, always good to see you. Appreciate you being here. Yesterday we talked about 80% of everything viewed online is video. 70% of everyone who gets on the web hits YouTube at least one time, and people don't read anymore. They read captions. They rather watch and read the captions. Let's talk about jumping in and what video looks like today and how often you need to be kind of reinventing that video. Right before we got online, you were talking about something, called ad fatigue. And is there something called video fatigue? And so talk a little bit about that.
Yeah, so I think this is actually new to me too. So I was just telling you, we ran a client who they spend about $65,000 a month on Facebook ads, and we were running the same ads over and over. People kept seeing the same thing. The content was great, but people stopped clicking because they had seen that ad pop up too many times and they're not interested anymore. So I think the same thing with video fatigue with anything that you're doing. And I know, John, you're actually really good at this. You switch up your logos quite often, and you run quite a few different channels or different shows. So it gives people something new to see, kind of jolts them into being interested.
Yeah.
And
Yeah. I've always looked at my company. I'm a business coach, but I look at myself as a media company. And I look at myself as I just copy kind of the Netflix model. I have a bunch of different shows all focused on business. They all have different kind of, this one's 3 minutes, another one is 15 minutes, another one is 7 minutes, so people can really have a variety. But I find reinventing myself is just as much fun for me as I think it is interesting to the viewer, as long as you stay within your message. I think you can give people new shows and new things, but talk about kind of staying on message.
Yeah, absolutely. I think, consistency and then staying on message. I think you look at someone like Donald Miller.
Love
that
Donald.
guy is on message, right? But he constantly coming out with new content.
Right.
And so, I may have bought a course a year ago. I may have skipped the next 4, but when course number 5 comes out, it still jolts me into thinking, oh, I need it. But he's always been on message, never changed it. Very important. Huge.
Yeah. Yeah, I love it. All right. So your company, Social Video Studios, socialvideostudios.com. Tell people who your ideal client is and how they can connect with you, Paul.
Yeah, I think our ideal client is someone who wants to run ads online, but also someone who needs some basic branding type work. So intro, outros, we do a lot of those. We do a lot of Facebook online content. There's something called ETAs. We can talk about that another time, but if you want to know more about that, you can contact me. But basically explain your testimonial ads that you can run to basically grow your business.
Yeah, I love it. Leave a little cliffhanger. Give people a reason to call you. Give me your phone number.
816-550-7220, or you can email me at paul@socialvideostudios.com.
Paul, you've been a huge resource to me. You talk about intros and outros. You've done all of mine, or 90% of mine. KP, my designer, has done a couple. And you've been a huge resource to me on a strategy level as well as a creation level. So I appreciate it. Video, again, I think is so important. As we said, 80% of, as you said yesterday, the 70% of everyone who gets on the web hits YouTube at least one time. People don't read. They are reading captions, so they'll watch the video and the captions. And so I think it's great. You do incredible work. And as always, I appreciate you having coffee with me, my friend, and have an awesome day.
Hey, you too. Talk to you later. Bye.